And we are once again live. Welcome to another stream of Buddha and Zionics playing games poorly. Tonight, we're actually in the same physical location, so there's not going to be any lag tonight. But we'll still play games poorly, I promise.
I'm sure I'll find a lag spike somewhere.
No more excuses, it's in the title.
How'd you die, lag spike?
Oh, I have the shitty armor equipped. Oh.
But it's candly.
Who the hell is my assassin's gear?
You know, this is where, well, a lot of things, but it's almost, I wish you could put like, hey, this is my favorite, so keep it at the goddamn top.
Can I sort this shit, please? There is a assassin's tunic.
I was gonna say, you sure it's not at the very top?
Ah, there we go. It's actually, pretty decently near the top. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Watch out for those gloves, they gone rogue.
Oh,
They're right there. As you could tell, Zionic sat in the back of the school bus.
The windows were tastier back there. Shut up.
Did he go up?
Yeah, I'm all the way up the top.
I just wanted to make sure. Ah, right there, past it.
Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Hey, Jarrett.
How ye be? Aren't you gonna ask me about my religion?
That's right. Nobody cares.
I learned you don't talk about religion on first meetings. That gets people angry.
That is true. People get super upset when you bring up religion.
Mm-hmm. Unless you agree with them. It's like politics.
That's true. And as we all know, nobody agrees with our politics.
Nope. What's your political leanings? I have no politics. I was born with that. Maybe it was like birth defect.
My politics are literally the most offensive of all. Whatever the most offensive viewpoint you can think of, I have it.
And you will respect my individuality. I could say that with a straight face.
So last time we were here, we beat the Overlord, and yeah, that was that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was working on shields for shits and giggles.
Well, shield gives you wisdom or willpower.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I was still working. That's right. I need to check that real quick. Yeah, I am now at 49.5% with my
Heavy armor.
and in mace.
What's your I guess bad. That endurance. Oh, okay. So I need another 9 to be able to go heavy and stay under 50.
No air dash. Even with the fresh level 1 characters we were taking around with earlier, it's like jump air dash.
Nope.
Why isn't it working?
The good old star fricker.
Mm-hmm. Best weapon in the game. Well, best two-handed sword in the game.
I think it's certainly in the contender for best weapon in the game.
Which one would you put up there? Oh, the scissors. That's right.
The scissors and the Trinity Scepter are both very good contenders for best weapon of the game.
Well, that's why I narrowed it down to two-handed sword.
Oh yeah.
Actually, on my solo character that I was dicking around with, there is a cursed jaw spear too.
Yeah, I saw that. It looks like an elongated version of the sword.
Yeah.
We have to. Nope, nope. Quit doing that. We have to
Remember,
kick the
no
ladder.
lag. Kick the baby.
Must kick the baby. I mean ladder.
Nah. It's just a little guy.
He
Don't
can't fight
kick the
back.
baby. I'm just saying he doesn't have far to go. Segue to, one of the things I found interesting watching my niece and nephew as a kid, well, toddler, is I found the very first toy that they actually play with, well, besides themselves, is gravity. Pick this up, drop. Pick this up, drop. And the funny thing is I always found this to be a little awkward, but we would put the kid on the table, and kid would just walk around. And even though the kid would take a ball and drop it off the table, after a while it'd just be like, I'm gonna walk off the table now. Do you remember the ball? It was like 2 seconds ago.
I think I might be picking you up a little bit. You were a little loud there.
Alright.
Sorry.
I didn't hear you revert or alright. Understood. We're in a very small place. And my voice carries, I've been told.
No, it's probably fine. If you can't, honestly, if you can't hear your own reverb, then it's probably okay. Actually, I was just looking over at OBS and it looked like it was picking you up, but you would hear the reverb before OBS would, I would think.
I would think so. Dude, and let's go for a holy blade. Oh, holy blade. The stabbings quite nicely.
Ah,
It's
fuck.
the day of the lightning burst. Whee! Across the map. Whee! Oh, good.
There you go. Apparently there's a range to that rejuvenate spell.
Wow. Good. Nobody with a pumpkin died here. No, one dead. We need to hunt him down. You're embarrassing the pumpkin. You do not embarrass the pumpkin.
Bastards. You're a disgrace to Pumpkinhead Tind.
I was gonna say the pumpkin mafia needs to hunt that blackguard down. Dog ran away. Hey! Didn't maul me at least.
Blackguard's one of those words. It sounds dirty, but it's not. Like masticate.
Now, a random thing that just came to mind was I was in a class and they decided that they were gonna have a debate, and the professor was like, "So, what do we call somebody who wins the debate?" I was like, "How about Master Debater?" Pause. I don't think we're gonna run with that. Oh, come on, it's perfectly clean.
I see no problems with this at all.
And this apparently is the only mace in the entire. No, not that. The one upstairs. It's like the only mace in the entire game that you pick up.
The only one-handed mace?
Yeah. I guess it's kind of the same with that stupid Warhammer, because there's only one two-handed sword or hammer in the game.
Yeah, I guess that's true because you're right. You only have the one two-handed sword, the Kuamara or Kiyomara.
I think you get a. Don't you find another two-handed sword? No, you don't. Kumara's one.
That's why we went out of our way to be able to buy them, so we could make all the various two-handed swords that we really, really wanted.
Yeah. Oh, and
Um,
speaking of which, it looks like most religions, once you hit like, I want to say rank 3, you can buy swords from them. So you don't have to go the iron route.
Ow. Ow.
Jumpy, jumpy. Ah, come on, fight in the dark. I was working on whatever that is. On the live long day. Oh, that's another random thing I took to heart when I was with my solo character.
Mhm.
I mean, I waited a little longer than I should have, but I just burned through all the different salt containers that I had. It's like, nope. You're not going to be useful in the second playthrough. You're just going to be kind of a waste. I don't think I need anything, so...
Already maxed out on state pages.
I was going to say... I miss my air dash.
It is easily the best brand of them all. But unfortunately, we can't get it when we want to get it because otherwise we won't. We'll lose out on a king's orders.
Sequence break.
And I don't know how many more king's orders you want, but
I think I pretty much capped out of everything anyways. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging.
you keep swinging, everything dies.
It's like a Yatsutsuna, except slower. Bad dog. Bad dog.
He
Alright,
bites.
popped up.
But yeah, no. Once you get your core gear where you want it to be.
Oh, you're gonna have me do it?
Yeah, you have no lag. You can do this.
Whee! You look evidence. I could totally do it sometimes. Pumpkin.
No net. I believe in you, Buddha.
You know, I guess if people will really want to hear me cry, we could always go do a couple of games of Unepic. That's just
I
like straight-
really love that game. I feel like you give it a bad break.
The platforming amount that is in there, no, that's just straight up torture.
Yeah, I keep trying to get Buddha to play on Epic, and
It's a great game, but some of those maps that you go into and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, so you want to continue on? Well, you just have to do all this platforming. Die, 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 die. And the sad part is as I could see myself regressing, mainly because I think I'm just getting more and more pissed off. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Is, I start doing worse and worse with every cycle of death. So all of a sudden, I'm not even hitting what is theoretically the halfway point. I'm just in the I can't jump from one platform to the next.
I am a carrot.
That platform totally was oiled, straight up slick. I don't know. I joke. And that's the other part is every once in a while, Alex being the prick he is, will like hop back and then hop all the way to the end again. And I'm still at the fucking starting line. The only thing that makes me cry near as much as platforming games are racing games. I just suck at racing games.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is Buddha introduced me to one of my favorite racing games.
It was a classic, and I played it as a kid before I really learned how bad I sucked at it.
Rock and roll racing. Unfortunately, we could probably play it on stream. We just can't post the video to YouTube. Not that anyone on YouTube will cry about that.
Hey, talk about it. All of our fan will enjoy it.
That one guy that
He respects us. Toot.
Straight up godhood, man.
And this was my hardest boss when I was running around naked.
Well, I mean, you gave up before you found anything harder.
No, I got all the way to the castle.
Like you said, you gave up before you found anything harder.
Oh. Well, there's plenty of bosses between here and the castle, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I think. Oh, that was the other one. The other one that gave me the hardest time was the Jester. That guy is too jumpy.
Bit spry for his own good.
Well, the thing that gets me is you try to take advantage of his jumping aspect too. And so you roll behind him. Then all of a sudden he like jumps and floats backwards, then stabs into the ground. It's like, hey, that's cheating.
You're not allowed to do that. I don't have my bag of earth anymore.
Welcome to Earth. Oh, did you hear about Dave Chappelle getting attacked on stage?
Did hear about that. I haven't looked into it though, so I don't know exactly what happened.
Honestly, it was kind of weird and out of nowhere. Apparently, he was sitting there talking about how apparently he's pissed off the alphabet community too much. So he has to hire extra security to keep himself protected. And it was pretty much like right after that, some guy hopped up out on stage and tried to attack him. And the guy actually had a knife on him too, which how the hell he went in there with a knife, but whatever.
Is he part of the
But
alphabet?
the guy got the ever-living shit kicked out of him. Actually, but the thing that made me laugh is he had Chris Rock there. And so Chris Rock came out on stage, grabbed the microphone, was like, "Was that Will Smith?"
Nice.
I mean, I've been a part of the camp that it's, you know what? Thank you. I've said it before in my own life. I have no verbal boundaries, so I'll joke about anything and everything. But to be polite, let me know if I'm getting close to a line, crossing a line, and I'll adjust. I'll be polite. And I mean, Chris Rock, he's a comedian. Chances are, either it's understood or some conversation like that's happened before.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, if somebody walked up like that, no, you are now going to be my comedic punching dummy for the rest of time.
Bad touch.
But yeah, first thing I would have done after the whatever it was, the Golden Globe, Oscars, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Would have been. I'm time to write down a bunch of Will Smith jokes.
That's just like all I'm gonna tell for the next 6 months.
No, you don't go hardcore into it, but make sure there's always one joke here, one joke there. Will Smith will never be forgotten. And I think I brought it up once. Was the one of Psyonix's favorite movies, which I still don't understand. This is The Knight's Tale. A Knight's Tale.
You don't like that movie?
It's an okay movie. You go back to that movie the same way I go back to, like...
Revenge porn?
I was going to say, Law-Abiding Citizen is the first thing that came to mind, but I stopped doing that one a little while back. The final 40 minutes of Law-Abiding Citizen is just straight up garbage.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jamie Foxx can't catch shit.
Well, the way it should have ended is Jamie Foxx should have walked into the cell and be like, I have to stop you from doing this. Is there no way I could talk you out of it? Maybe try to one more time to do the negotiating peaceful route, and have Gerard Butler ultimately be like, no, this is the only way I can fix the broken system. And then Jamie Foxx pulls out a gun and shoots him in the head. It's the way it should have ended.
Yeah.
But no, somehow... Oh, I don't want to spoil the horrible ending for you. You just have to see it for yourself.
Think Game of Thrones level of bad.
That's actually pretty accurate, too. Actually, that was another thing that really made me laugh. Another guy I enjoy but don't agree with. Daniel Green, he does book, and well, now he's expanded into other medias.
Yeah.
But he did this one thing where he was doing a parody about how the director writer room came up with the ending. that made me laugh.
Like it's not an option anymore, Buddha.
No, that was just me being stupid, grabbing onto... Whoa, that was a lag.
There is no lag.
There was a straight up lag spike right there. I mean, it was only for like 2 frames, so it wasn't too bad, but... Hold up. And I can't get to that one over there, so...
Do we need to go back?
I mean, we don't have to. But...
Stay there.
Oh. I wanted to join. So what I want you to do is I want you to kill a dragon. Wait a minute. A dragon that's flying in the air that can see the boats. You want a sneak attack to kill a dragon. Yeah, that'll be awesome. George Martin literally said, don't did it again. Literally said, don't do that. Don't care. And then we're going to have the dragon melt the throne. Why? Because he's angry and he can't hurt John. What?
Yeah, no, the dragon was the only one in the show that understood symbology.
Symbolism. Symbolism.
I'm not gonna pray. I don't want those useless potions.
I already prayed, so I'm already at the useless point.
Well, I guess I can let you go in there. Play. Coming for you, alchemist.
Are you mad, alchemist? It burns. Are you attacking the darkness?
I have a light weapon.
Well, I saw you swing it over here.
I was, yeah. I fucked that one up.
I don't like kneecaps. Give me the grass. Oh, I told Zonx this earlier, but after taking around with almost all the religions now, I still submit that the metalsmiths and the nope, can't stay up there. Metalsmiths and the Devorah's Light are the only two religions really worth a damn, in my humble opinion.
Well, the gold heads.
Oh, that's right. They had the golden wine. That was pretty nifty.
Yeah. And I do enjoy the grenades from the Order of the Betrayer. That's really
got
good.
into those.
It's basically slag from Borderlands 2.
Yeah, well, I know what it is. It's just using them was something I was like, I throw badly. Oh, that's right. I was just gonna go for damage. No, so I did. So the dagger, or the level 5 dagger at least, works on faith, faith and dexterity. I was gonna give the whip a try too, if I remember right.
There we go. Level 5 shields. Daggers are willpower.
Yeah. Whips are dexterity, so that no. Whips are. Oh, they're both willpower. I wonder I took advantage.
I want to equip everything. From what I understand online, you want to get all your stats up to 50, and then the bonus is just going to drop off after that. But
Oh, that's right. That's what you were saying. Problem is, I don't know if like dexterity has any bonuses to us.
probably not. But I made this Trinity Bardic. I made this Trinity Bird Dick.
Bardici.
I like mine better.
You know, if Zonix is right, I'll get my faith up to 50. I can at least use that a little bit.
Get the little faith. Haven't had to ask this before, but where you at on your drink?
No. It's fine. I'm almost done. You know, now I think about it, I'm not even 100% sure why we go this way, except for, you know, activating this.
Whee! That's basically all. The break-in clubs.
I don't think this thing likes fire.
He doesn't like any element.
Okay. short order, the flame attack stacked up something like 2,000 damage, though.
Oh, so the Devora pages must last longer, because I'm not sure why my sword's still glowing, but...
Well, and well, I wonder... I've had a bit of a theory on that, actually, because I think maybe wisdom, or that could be a side benefit of wisdom, is better item application, I guess? I don't know.
Well, because mine's a special one, and yours is just, you bought it at a store.
Guess that's true.
Homemade's always better than store-bought.
Sorry, hold on. One sec. Okay, so I'm gonna activate a regular bless page. You do the special one.
3, 2, 1, go! Fine, I'll slow down.
I'm in heavy armor, you lightweight piece of shit.
I'm an assassin, man. I have to be quick. Man, even holding my heaviest weapon, I am still out. You slow son of... Yep. Definitely outlasted you there.
So now one more thing to test is us both using the specialty page, see if it lasts just as long.
No, yeah, we already went through
Oh,
that.
that's right. Hollow be thy water, or thy vessel.
Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Here on experimentation time.
Well, it's one of those things I was a little curious about when I was playing solo, because it seemed like a lot of these buffs or whatnot just didn't last long, so I was curious now if that was...
Well, they're supposed to last for about 60 seconds.
Oh, actually, now is a horrible time, because I don't know.
Yeah, no, I shouldn't go wandering off by myself.
Well, it's not that, it's more I want to see if my blade twinks out when yours does.
Yeah, like I said, I wandered off by myself and we couldn't see you. Nope, they winked out at the same time. So it was the item.
Yeah, the religion bonus is like twice as long. Got it. So that would mean purchase is like 30 seconds, and faith is about a minute. Okay.
I think it's a minute for purchase and about 2 minutes for faith. Because I feel like that was about 2 minutes since we activated.
Yeah.
And wait. Bumps. Yeah, your timing sucks. Yay!
Vanquished. Stupid Jester. I think I died to him like 4 times when I was doing Naked Run.
It burns us.
Actually, you know, now I think about it, there was another comedian I found. Fat dude. John Panetta, I want to say is what his name was. I don't remember. And, you know, he kind of like Gabriel, he completely turns into the whole, you know, being fat type thing.
Yeah.
And he was one of his stand-ups. He's like, I'm thinking about writing a book. It's called Around the World in 80 Buffets.
Best book ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you just want to do tequila, that's in there too.
Been a while since I've done some tequila.
Got to get me a stone alchemist. Yeah, you're not coming through on Discord.
Muted myself. So I was thinking of, I had a fun bouncy ball with that where I went from, uh, Stone Alchemist, they'll know how to make tequila, to the Expanse series where Amos goes back to Earth and gets some tequila from his friend, to God, that book was or that book ended horribly. That's one of those things. If you listen to Dan Green, he was like, "I'm so glad they ended the book. It stays perfect or keeps the hype." Blah blah blah. I'm sitting there going, "It ended horribly." I don't know, Alex, did you enjoy the ending of that book? The series?
Oh, of the series?
Yeah.
Um, it was okay. Um, definitely, endings are hard.
Well, it's the fact that okay, so they started off with they were gonna have an ending trilogy. Okay, so they're building up to something, and then what the ultimate like end conclusion thing was like disconnected from everything. And then, like I told you, is like you hit something like the 2 hour mark prior to the end, then all of a sudden, what everything was focused on shifted completely to something else, and you're just like, what? Huh?
Yeah, like it quit being about this galactic war,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's like, well, now we need to worry about the space aliens.
Yeah, the fifth dimensional space beings. What? Where was the build up to this? Oh, it was there. No, it wasn't. I
Well,
mean, huh?
well, it's just one of the things that bothered me is once they got to the final trilogy, um, a ship going Dutchman
Mm-hmm.
became a very well known. It's because of these extra dimensional entities that a ship
Which
goes Dutchman, and it's like, when the fuck did they discover that?
and the thing that the thing that really got me on that particular front is like why they never really explained why the aliens cared on some of these. Like, I was still a part or thinking that, the guy was going to try to steal ideas from Mass Effect and say that it was, in a sense, developed by aliens and they're just using it as a form of, like, control.
Yeah.
Where, no. And that's where, we fired off that, proton beam or whatever it was that, got the attention of the aliens. And then all of a sudden there's that light orb that was just on the bridge of their mothership or whatever I'm supposed to call it, their flagship.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, first off, how did they find that in normal space? Not even in the void space that allows them to, teleport, as it were. So, I don't know. I think there was plenty of garbage in there that they didn't even get close to explaining. Especially since the way they seem to, the way I've interpreted the presentation was they're space monsters. They're not space aliens. So it's not like they're thinking creatures. They're instinctive creatures.
Yeah.
So how does this make sense? It doesn't. It fucking doesn't.
Well, and they didn't deal with the space critters.
Yeah, and to be fair, I kind of like the fact that like they're space critters. We got no fucking idea what to do with that shit.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
big, mean, scary. We can't do shit about them. You know, the only thing we can do is like basically just limit ourselves to one solar system.
Yeah. Of course, actually, the thing that also pissed me off about it. So, they introduce characters, and most of these characters don't matter. Like, Naomi has a son. Does it matter? No.
Nope.
Not one fucking bit. It does not matter. Amos has a son. Does that matter? Nope. But we'll give him another one. Why does this one matter? It doesn't. I mean, it's going to be the reason why Alex Kamal decides to go to another system instead of going back to the Sol system. But beyond that, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Why introduce this? There's like the most... Hey, there's a piece of grass over there. Okay, cool. What about it? Oh, it's a piece of grass over there. Why are we wasting time with this conversation?
Well, yeah, like that whole thing at the end where Alex takes the Rocinante on his own magical journey.
Why does that matter?
Yeah, and he's like, oh shit, something goes wrong. I just hope it holds out till I get to the other end of the system. It's like, okay, should I be worried? Should I care? Like,
let us pretend Alex Kamal dies just before going through the gate, or he gets judgment. It changes nothing. Hammer to face.
Hammer time. He followed us through. He followed us through.
I hate those fucking skulls.
Yeah, no, there was a whole lot about it, and the fact that Amos survived thousands of years.
Well, to be fair, that was predictable.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, it's just like some of the little off trails that they do and whatnot is like, and that's the other thing that was getting me is like, why did the doctor start having like a complete mental breakdown? Because she seemed to have had it after Amos is like, you're done using the kid for this experiment.
Yeah.
I mean, they were saying that she was kind of getting stretched thin prior to that because of what the catalyst was. I think it was called the catalyst. But beyond that, it was just like, okay, she's now dressed or extremes. Huh? Oh. But yeah, no, they were getting stressed or what have you, and I don't know, like, and this is one of those, especially when I listen to people, review books and they're talking about, oh, I love this part, and oh, they did well. Actually, if they're They point out a part, and they're like, "This is a good part." Okay, you can roll with that, agree or disagree. But when they're like, "Dude, this was a great book," why? Like, I will sit here and argue all day and night. Brent Weeks, that dude can write a goddamn book. I love that guy. I love that guy. He cannot stick the landing to save his life. I just don't think he has the fortitude for how the ending should be. And hell, he even gets a lot of it set up for a certain kind of ending, and he usually goes, no, I changed my mind. Spoiler, by the by. But yeah, no, with that being said, I think I could make a really damn good argument for why Brent Weeks is an author you should look into. I'm personally of the opinion after the first, I don't know, after the third book, I don't know how much I could support James A. Corey, whatever his name is. Their name is, because I believe it's multiple people.
Yeah.
But
yeah, James S.A. Corey is their handle, but it's actually two dudes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just two dudes taking over the galaxy. You know.
But yeah, no, after like book 3, I just my need to care diminishes quite rapidly. I think the one that he hit the highest I couldn't care less was when they went to New Terra / Illis.
Illis, yeah.
And it's just like, I just don't care. I really don't.
Yeah, the New Terra Illis arc. Safe ahead. Run far.
Seriously. Hammer!
Freaking worm.
Well, and that's the other one, thinking back to the whole, they all go their separate way in what, book 5, I think.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what led to some of my complaints tonight, where it's just like, I mean, Avasarla, who's my favorite character, by the way, when she's sitting there and she has all this deep dive information about or about everyone, and then it comes time to Alex. It's like, okay, married, had a son, but doesn't know about son. It's like, okay, that's interesting backstory. Then in the book, he goes back to meet his ex-wife because, on the lark, they have like 6 months where they're not going to be able to fly anyway. So, let's go for it. And okay, you go for it, and he doesn't find out about his son. Okay, that's also interesting. And then the son never matters again, and he has another son. But this son, who doesn't matter, matters. What?
Yeah, he does manage to survive going Dutchman.
Mm-hmm. Because emotions, I guess.
Whee!
That's a way to go.
I like that glitch.
I didn't even know about that glitch.
Yeah, you've done that with the elevators before. It's all about preserving angular momentum.
Thought I was. Damn it.
You okay up there, Buddha?
I kept grabbing that damn ledge. I was too close. I'm gonna drink a potion, make myself feel better.
Wrong potion. Friend. Hammer time. 3,000 salt seems low for him.
I mean, in tier 1, he was only 660.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess 3,000 is fair then.
You know, I don't know why. Well, it's South Park, of course. There's no reason why, but I just had, I don't remember what episode it was, but I guess Cartman's scared of something, and so he starts screaming like a pig trying to run away, just starts going, squeak, and starts running. Just popped in my head. I don't even remember where that came from. Well, outside of South Park, obviously, but...
Hey. Clearly.
Watch out!
Boom. Yeah.
Oh, and the stupid tree fucked me up, too.
Yeah. Tree's pretty rough.
Well, especially when you're soloing with fucking spears. And that's actually... It was that part that made me realize, you know, if I'm gonna go for a naked low-level run, I might want to actually at least spend some levels so I'm using weapons I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Because just running around with one-handed mace and the spear, that led to a whole nother level of complication. It's just a bag of salt, if I remember right.
Goddamn shit, some fuck. God, turkey. Burrito.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Exactly. I got a little loud there. I think I heard my own reverb on it. I said exactly with too much exuberance. I apologize for that. I'm not sure what I want to level up anymore, honestly. Oh. That's right, I already made this decision. I'm gonna level up bows and arrows and shit.
I'm taking a... I said it earlier. I'm taking a page out of your book where... Yeah, you know, I'll take one. Why not? Where I, gonna get, I guess, to 50 with everything.
Well, that was kind of dumb.
That works. Well, you got 32 gray orbs, so...
Yeah,
whatever.
no, I undid my dumb, but it was like, huh, that was dumb. I made poor decisions. Welcome to Zionix's life story. Curse Dome. I am a hero. I am the best hero.
Bestest hero of all time.
Run to the end.
Hey, look, the slow person is behind me. Or the fast person, I should say, is behind me. Teleportation glitch doesn't count.
Kill the cigarette guardian. No shit. What color is that armor, Buddha?
Blue. And that's a red fail in front of you.
Right, red.
That's why I picked up the blue armor. Hell, if I start playing close enough attentions, you know, start being able to say armor sets that the box, yeah, the armor that's in the box instead of just the color.
Most of
I
these
know.
armors are more meaningless to us anyways.
I know.
Of course, to be fair, at this point, all the armors are meaningless.
There's like 3 armors we care about. Well, I guess now 4, because Onyx apparently is a hard-on for the assassin gear.
It's super light. It's like wearing nothing at all.
It's like wearing clouds. Why aren't any of you wearing an undershirt? Because this spacesuit feels amazing. I'd continue on with the rest of the quote, but that could get us in trouble.
It's like wearing a vagina.
Ew.
That's basically the assassin's gear. I'm not even gonna lie.
Take off the turtleneck. Why? Because we look totally gay. But I am gay. But I'm not. And why are you wearing that turtleneck? Oh, you better put that back in your purse. That's still my favorite line.
We might need a little context there.
So, there's this show called Archer. And it's about a group of spies, spies, assassin type thing.
Really shitty spies.
And, well, one of them is a homosexual male who works for them. His name is... What was it? It was something Gillette.
No.
No, that's, We're not saying anything about the... the magician.
I think it's just Gillette. I don't know.
I could have sort of gave him a full name, but...
They did, but it doesn't show up until they go back to his hometown.
Yeah.
Like they just call him Gillette. Yeah, they just call him Gillette for most of the show.
And him and Archer don't really get along, so obviously there's some shit talking between them. So
yeah,
it was hysterical. God damn it!
I'm dumb bad.
As you can see, platforming, even as simple as this, shows how much I suck at it.
Yeah, and Buddha's ow.
He followed us home.
Platforming is Buddha's arch nemesis.
It's like a guy in a wheelchair looking at stairs. It just doesn't work.
Alright, Cursed Inquisitor. He actually is weak to Arcane.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I'm gonna set him on fire.
Cutty, cutty, slashy, slashy.
Oh, I'm gonna touch the shit out of that Inquisitor.
And banned by Twitch. Are you sure you're gonna touch the Inquisitor?
I have no idea, but the Inquisitor's touching the shit out of me. I think it hurt me. Well, I touched it twice, so 3 times, 4 times. I'm gonna roll.
Careful, California's a 3-strike state.
What are you talking about? I'm not using strike. I'm using slash.
Hammer! He hurt so bad.
No, I just had Grandma Boy come to mind. Can't believe you came on my mom. You couldn't like wake me up to play video games or something? I was on there and I saw the doll. Your bed is a car. It's a fucking sweet car.
Yeah, I feel like that movie glorifies game development in an unfair way.
Seriously.
We got your favorite chicken coming up.
I know.
Food is afraid of chicken.
Yeah. More afraid of its left claw. Apparently it's a southpaw. It gets a lot of exercise.
Have I told you about the stranger? Oh shit!
Hold it!
Nicely done.
See, this is what I could do without lag. And a lot of luck because I still shit at platforming.
Beware, monster. Caution, creature. Well, we all know that lambs are afraid of fire, so... Away with creature. Okay. Blade. Will. Armor. Cloth. Fire. Let's go.
I like roasted lamb. Oh, he's not a southpaw. My bad.
Get him, lamb! Get him! He made fun of your mama. No, not me.
I was told by a certain religion I couldn't cook you in your own mom's or mother's milk. A little bit of a weird rule, but you know, whatever. I'm a blasphemer.
Your mama's milk shouldn't have been quite so tasty.
Roasted lamb. Nom, 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 nom.
Vanquished. Hello, friend. Give me my hard light. Oh, yeah! Burns so good! And she pushed me away. Why did you push me away?
That's how hard she was pushing down on that goddamn brand. Which is funny, because it's not like that assassin gear is meant to resist fire.
It's actually still pretty good at it, though. I may have forgotten who I was there for a second.
Happens to the best of us. And then it also happens to Zionics. Yep, that's right. Level on up, level on down.
The tree of skill. Give me level 2 crossbow. Because, fuck it, why not?
They don't go that way.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, that's right. I done forgot. Oh, she followed you.
Ah! Why am I still feeling pain? Jump on his head!
You might want to drink a potion there, Haas.
I'll be fine.
Fall damage is meant for, or all it kills pussies.
First try.
Everything is awesome. Nope, that's another movie that's a great example of. First movie was actually quite great. Second movie was quite garbage.
Well, yeah, they were trying to recreate the magic and they failed miserably.
And of course, they decided to try to play with the time-space continuum too, which is never a good idea.
Generally speaking, no. You know, I do appreciate the fact that whenever we talk about movies and shit, we don't actually say the name of the movie. We just make a reference. The other one picks it up, and we just talk shit about it. You miss the reference. You have no fucking clue what we're talking about.
How do you miss our perfectly obvious references, though?
I mean, I feel like everything else is awesome. It is pretty straightforward.
I mean, that's straight up there with, you know that one movie where the song says, let it go, let it go? Yeah, if you don't get that reference. First, to be fair, one thing that really made me laugh.
Remember the Titans?
I was watching this, this one YouTube channel, and they were showing, it was, talking to random people on the street.
I never believed that. Ever.
I believe some of them, but this one was, like, can you name your congressman or your senator or something like that? And people are like, no. And it's like, can you name the popular song from the Frozen movie? And everyone did know the name of the song from Frozen. It's just like, I can totally see that being accurate. People care more about pop culture than they do about politics, which is understandable.
Yeah,
Politics
no, and that makes sense, but when, like, you see those ones where they're like, find America on a map. Like, I don't believe that shit for a fucking second.
and I agree with you on that one.
They may find 2 or 3 morons that, don't know how to read a map, but, the way they portray it is like they only show you the interesting ones, like the ones that failed miserably. But, what you don't see is the 300 people they asked.
Oh yeah, here's America, here's Vietnam, here's this, here's that.
Yeah,
I just had a random Law and Order episode come into my brain. So, the detectives are talking to a stripper, and they were asking about, have you seen this person or whatever? And one of them was like, oh yeah, I like him. He knows the difference between presidents, like, Benjamin Franklin and Washington, I think. I can't remember who. And you do realize that Benjamin Franklin wasn't a president? He wasn't? Well, he should have been.
No, that is interesting though, because Benjamin Franklin, as far as I know, he's the only person on our currency that wasn't a president.
But he was still a politician.
Yeah, he was still a politician. I'm just saying he's like the only person on our currency that
wasn't a president.
That wasn't a president. Everyone else was a president. And I'm totally behind the whole idea that that's really the way it should be. Like, you want to put a Marie Curie on money? I'll get behind that.
Well, and that's where I keep forgetting that Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've been spacing his name for a long time. Where it's like, you know what? It's who you put on your money is in a sense who you're elevating to a certain degree. It's like,
Yeah.
why aren't we putting inventors and whatnot?
Yeah.
I think the only reason why not, honestly, is like, think about it. Like, when do you start going, oh well, this like, Ian Fleming, he's the guy who discovered penicillin. At what point do we decide he's no longer on, like, say, the $5 bill because somebody discovered penicillin 2.0 or what have you? And then that just leads into a bunch of issues. But to be fair, they already redesigned money, I guess, relatively frequently to try to stop forging.
Yeah, that's just it. Is money gets redesigned all the time to prevent forgery. So, like, I really feel like that it's not a big deal to change who's.
Yeah, no. As soon as I started thinking that out loud, it's like, okay, no, that doesn't like changing the currency. Well, that'd take effort. Well, they're changing the currency all the damn time anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. And like, yeah, okay. If you want, I don't know. Like, honestly, most coins can probably go away.
I forget who I was watching, but they were talking about how they went to a restaurant or something like that. The guy decided or tried to pay with cash, and they're like, we don't accept cash here. And it's like, well, first off, there I think it's illegal to not accept hard currency, but
Well, yeah, it's legal tender.
eventually, yeah, we're getting to a point where a cashless society is not some kooky, Star Trek level of an idea. It's straight up common.
Oh yeah, like it's going to happen eventually.
In which case, what are we gonna try to do? Put a face on Bitcoin for some stupid reason?
There's a face on Doge.
A dog, right?
Yep. It's the same dog that's on the Shiba Inu, I believe. Unless I missed my mark, I think it's a.
I have no idea. Look.
But I do appreciate that memes really are kind of mainstream.
I mean, you have to think about it. It was, well, do I say next generation now or previous generation, current generation, whatever. It's part of the current common culture, at least.
Yeah.
Of course, the one thing I'm still trying to understand is I heard some stories, especially in like Venezuela, as I guess people were trading in rare memes, and it's like, how do you trade in a rare meme, especially since it's easily copyable?
NFTs, I suppose.
Well, NFTs are more recent. They were talking about this shit like 5-6 years ago.
I got some dank memes. How much are those worth?
That's another one I want to figure out. Like, when did dank become a term?
No, there are. I shouldn't let you do that. I just assumed you were just like pre-triggering it for me.
Well, I was actually gonna try to do it, but if you want to be the one, I'm all chill over here.
But yeah, it's a lot of the conversations that happen at work are like we have conversations in memes like.
God damn it, I don't have air dash. But no, it's so like one of the things that's been growing because of a name channel. Stop the Cap has been something that's well, as far as I can tell, has been blowing up, and it's just like, when did that start? And I'd actually decided to look up when did Stop the Cap become a thing, and apparently that's something from like the. God damn it! When did blues explode again?
60s or 70s.
I think it was earlier than that. I want to say like 50s or 40s. Either way, back when was it blues or jazz actually? Whatever, one of those terms. and stop or one of those musical genres when they were exploding. And stop the cap was a term that they would use for stop lying. So that's the origin. Still not 100% sure how cap became lying, but hey, interesting history fact.
See, in modern usage, cap is like that's crap or that's bullshit or.
Well, if they say stop the cap, it means stop lying. But yeah, if something is cap, it's a lie, it's bullshit, yeah, no.
Yeah. Because that's one of those things that people say. It's like, oh, that's cap. Like, that's bullshit. Like,
Yeah. I just, like I said, I found it fascinating and decided to look it up one day. It's just like, oh. Of course, one of the ones that still makes me laugh is on my second, still good.
just a little wet. Still good. Still good.
But oh, god damn it. I had a sergeant on my second deployment, and he was from Louisville. I don't remember once I was using it as a reference, I believe for him or somebody else. And it was like, I bet that really gets his goat or something like that. And he looked at me, he's like, what the hell did you just say? That really gets his goat. What the hell does that even mean? You don't know what that means? And you're from Kentucky?
You have goats in Kentucky. Yeah. You have goats in Kentucky, right?
So the way it works is apparently if you have a very
I kept trying to heal and I kept getting interrupted.
Revive!
Ow!
But the way it works apparently is if you have a very spirited horse, if you put a goat in its pen or stall, whatever the proper term is for horses, then it will actually help calm down the very spirited horse. And so if you take the drink, oh, I died. So if you take away the died by fire damage apparently. So if you take the goat away, it pisses off the spirited horse and it becomes spirited again, I guess. Unruly. So that's where the term that gets my goat comes from. And I just found it funny that, from Kentucky, you'd think they would have some greater foundation of horse knowledge, I guess.
Woo! That was
Fiery but peaceful.
that sounds about right. Yeah. That was actually a legit intense fight.
Hey, that's unfair. Its drop ended up over there. Oh no, that's a bag. His skull landed there though, so it looked like that's where it was like, I'm gonna spin around,
This hardly seems fair at all. The trickster's bad.
This is one area I think we've only done once, is go behind this fiery veil. I mean, we've done it more in the past, I'm just saying on this current rendition of Salt Sanctuary. And I died here multiple times on my solo play. Actually, correction. I only died once because I was able to get there. And then I died once because I was trying to get my salt back and failed. So I only died twice here.
Okay. There we go. That works too. Sack of salt. That's a sack of salt. Sounds like that's bolt. That's a sack of salt.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! Teleported into pain and misery.
No, that was another one of those random terms that always confused me. That guy over there, he's really the salt of the earth. You do realize when you salt earth, it actually destroys it, right?
Salt is bad for Earth.
So I always found that confusing. I mean, salt is valuable.
And maybe
But
that's
they
what
don't-
it is. It's like, you know.
But no. When they use the term like a farmer, he's salt of the earth. Don't get me wrong, he is valuable, he's important, blah blah blah. But at the same time, it's more like what's the thing I'm coming to mind right now? It's more like saying hardworking or no, that's not the term I'm looking for either.
Well, to be fair, if someone salts your Earth, you're gonna have to work pretty hard to fix it.
Aaron, his sword twice. It's more like saying good people, I think, is the way I always interpret it when I hear salt of the earth people. It's, yeah, I think that's closer to it.
Well, it's so there's a quite in English usage, quite is like almost like an extreme, like this is quite good or this is quite bad.
Yeah.
Where in British usage, it's actually mediocre or normal. Like,
See, I always use quite that way, and that's where you add a modifier. Like, that's actually quite excellent. You're adding quite is almost like a weird, maybe pretentiousness, where they're not using the term properly, but it's a term that they add in.
yeah.
Like, it's almost like a sentence filler or something like that. I need to add more words.
At the end of the day, that is excellent.
Yes. So that, yeah, no, I always figured quite was supposed to be more mundane, but at the same time, oh yes, that was quite good. Yeah.
That was normal good.
Yeah. Of course, the other one that comes to mind is like most. That was most. That was most enjoyable.
Most. It was most enjoyable. That was the most enjoyed. That was.
Quite delightful it was.
That was quite most it was.
Of course, actually, right now, another thing that just came to mind was it was a Family Guy skit, I guess. Nothing important, but Stewie made a remark or something like that, and the British guy he was talking to just responded with quite. And I think that's maybe where it kicks in, is we don't use quite as an individual word. We use it as a modified word. Or a word modifier.
You're gonna stop moving. Don't stop moving next to the spiders of doom.
Sorry. Apparently one of my toenails were being weird. I wanted to take care of that.
That's also probably not something we should discuss on stream.
So, you know, I used to have these horrible hangnails. And my mom, being the evil torturess that she was, she's like, you know how you take care of hangnails? You take a ball of cotton and you shove it under the toenail. it didn't work, and it hurt a lot. My mom might be an evil woman just because of that.
I mean, what better way to torture small children than to shove cotton under their toenails?
I mean, it's kind of like shoving or slivers under nails, as far as I can tell.
She also did threaten to stab you.
Yes, she did. I actually talked to her about that recently. She's like, I did not. I was like, yes, you did. You pointed a knife at me and you said, if you ever, that's not throwing you with a knife. I beg to differ.
You had a knife in your hand when you said it.
And you were pointing quite vigorously with said knife. You're just being sensitive. I got a knife pointing at my chest. I'm going to be sensitive about a lot of things.
I'm gonna be very careful about what I say next.
Because the only proper response that came to mind for me is, yes, ma'am.
I will not do whatever just angered you. What was it?
Oh, I remember exactly what angered her.
Oh, I know. I remember what angered her.
I mean, you got a knife pointing at you. You're going to remember quite a few things. Actually, that's sort of a weird quasi-middle zone where, it's emotionally extreme. So either A, you're going to kind of block it out, or B, it's going to be like seared into your brain for all time type thing. Actually makes me still think back to this one thing I was watching, and they were talking about, in a sense, what happens during political, philosophical, and religious arguments, severe discussions, whatever.
Yeah.
And supposedly, I still don't know if this is accurate, but it sounds accurate, is your body will actually, in an argument where you're discussing something that you hold close to yourself, philosophically, that it will actually activate the fight or flight aspect of your brain. And when fight or flight is activated, the necessity for long-term memory becomes irrelevant. So if you get into a heated discussion with somebody, there's a higher likelihood that you're not going to remember anything about the discussion. You're just going to go or eventually look back at said discussion going, yeah, no, that dude's just an asshole or something like that, because you actually don't remember any point that was pointed out. You just remember that they made you feel uncomfortable. They made you feel, in a sense, attacked because they're going after something that you hold dear. You hold close to your soul.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I wouldn't be surprised, just because that's one of those, like, oh, why doesn't Susan like me? She just thinks you're an asshole. She can't actually point to anything.
Because she doesn't remember what you said that made her...
Yeah.
No, that's interesting. That's
So, could be true, could be not, but...
It sounds reasonable.
Sounds legit. Yeah.
I mean, as far as random ass theories go, that's up there.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I was kind of thinking about Anthony when it came to that, because I know there's a couple times I got under his skin, and he couldn't remember. But then again, we were drinking, so I think that's an unfair comparison.
Yeah. Whenever you throw alcohol into the mix, all sorts of crazy shit can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Or as they say in the Carney folk, that's shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Are the town folks claiming shenanigans on, on the Carnies? Are the Carnies claiming shenanigans on the town folk? God damn it, I'm so far, Brady. Blue is blue.
Blue is blue.
That is one of my most hated episodes, but I have to admit, I really love the ending.
Are you out in your cup?
Most of the way done. Done. Pause.
Don't you want to come to me? Oh, no, you're right.
Well, you
Yeah.
could have stayed pause. I just want to grab that one bag.
Well, now we need to go this way to get out.
Or do you want to pray first?
I was gonna pray, but I guess it's not a big deal.
I was gonna say I'm still pretty good on health potions and what have you, so.
Troll beware. But I am gonna take a short break, real quick.
And we're back.
And I just learned something new about myself.
Okay, toot toot. Of course, now I think about it, I actually do have Divine Will. I should just start using that.
A husk.
I hate this boss. No, no, bad, 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 bad.
Oh! That shit just one-shot my ass.
Whee! Did I mention I hate this boss? Ow! Face explosion. always hate it when your like nose itches right in the middle of a boss fight.
Ow! Me. He does not like assassins.
Finally, everybody doesn't like heavy armor. Oh shit, he doubled.
Okay, I guess I don't like pirates now.
That is not a good one.
Wow. There was some stinging on that one.
Mm-hmm. Him, Lamb, and the bitch of the wall. I love the shish and fricker.
It prefers to be called the Star Pricker.
I prefer the shish and fricker. Well, correction. I'd like it better. Oh no, I prefer it my way. And I thought it was you again. Super smart people right now. Now, I have a question. Did Psionics get my reference?
I did not get your last reference. No.
Oh, that's a straight up fail. It's one of your favorite movies, too.
What did you say?
Thank you, but I prefer it my way. Now I'm trying to think of another quote that would absolutely give it away. Oh, I just thought of one, but it might be too vague. I always find it interesting that in moments of extreme stress or extreme ecstasy, you always revert back to your mother tongue.
Oh, Lord of War. Yeah.
I figured that would have been might have been a little too esoteric.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I got you now.
Pause.
I picked up what you were putting down.
You smelled what the rock was cooking.
Potentially. Yeah, no, now I'm expecting it. It really does just mute the taste of everything. Like, it really doesn't taste like anything at this point. Like, I got a hint of tequila, like a hint of Mountain Dew, but that's like it.
I think you're kind of psyching yourself out a bit, but yeah. Because you have to think about it is if you're adding, I mean, I'm assuming I'm adding the same amount of tequila that you would normally use. So only thing I'm diminishing is the soda aspect.
Yeah.
So at that point, the tequila should not be, more diminished as. Hold on, is that the?
Yeah.
Huh. Guy had foot boss our final boss armor and died. Lame.
Weak sauce. Yeah, no, and I don't think I screwed up this mix, but I'm getting mostly just water.
I mean, you could always add more tequila, I guess, but yeah, no, for me, like I said, if you add the exact same amount of alcohol that you usually do, you add whatever soda more to like sweeten it up than to alter the flavor, and then you add
Water.
water. Shit, balls. God damn. And I almost got wrecked because of this stupid trap that's in here somewhere.
I like drinky. I like fishy. I am fond of you, Michael Jackson.
Cap out on antidote, even though, well, I'm assuming a lot of these are going to become quite necessary at like new game +5 or something like that.
Certainly possible. Technically, we're not quite halfway there to. Oh.
Hey, you found the trap.
Well, I saw it. I was just hoping it would like send me flying, so I could get across this faster, but it didn't.
Yeah, I never see that trap. Well, I see it once it, violates me. It's an accurate description of what it does to me. And I do not appreciate
It's how I feel inside.
it. It tells me how I feel inside. Now what do you feel? Pain. Lots of pain. Not to mention all the poison that I just got flung into. Pause. Wait.
Love in the elevator.
Something about up and down.
Damn chicken hog hog. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
And then this is another place I got wrecked on my solo run, but by this point, Totes was not naked anymore. Actually, I wasn't naked by the time I took on the goddamn dragon, but still.
Yeah, that dragon was a minute ago.
All of a sudden, I had a random urge for carne asada from Beto's.
Ow, 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 ow.
You see what happened to that super guy? Hey, come here. I'm gonna
Alright.
go up here so I could use a hammer.
I'm gonna get revenge.
Say, if you die without getting your salt back, I don't think that's gonna work out well for you.
It's new revenge.
Revenge 2.0. Same revenge flavor, just half the calories.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, you have to aim higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I tried to do that on my solo, and I was getting no damage done, so... Okay, that was just me being stupid, I guess. That's right, I hate all your leprous kind.
Everything in this jungle deserves to die.
I was gonna say there's a bag down there.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can do that without air dash, so...
Yeah, you can't.
And that's the last thing over there that matters. Oh! Wow! I failed. There was two.
Yep, that should be it. Okay. But I said there's a friend down there, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it just as you were going.
The split Sabotoons.
You know, the amount of times we've killed those guys, I'm actually quite annoyed we haven't accidentally landed on a Lord's Order.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I made sure we didn't ever need Lord's Orders again.
Yeah, no, it's more just the principle of it. You know, you kill enough of them. Damn speakers. And the Alchemist gear is good if you want high poison resistance. I know that, because that's how I beat this boss the first goddamn time.
Come, Stench. The head! The heads won't leave me alone.
Stench that most fell, you get bad head.
Bad head. Woo! You got that kill.
Money, 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 money.
I got his tooth! Damn it! Swing and a miss.
I've already admitted my shortcomings when it comes to platforming. Censorship. This is too vile to show to children.
I will hunt fiercely. And now for my Free King's orders. Damn it. It's time to Babe Ruth that shit.
I was gonna say, I don't remember there being a King's Order down here. I thought you were pulling a recollection on me. I was like,
No, oh fuck.
I forgot about that again. That was my bad.
Oh, I was ahead of you. I ran straight into it. Even if you did remember, I still probably would have spiked you.
I mean, if you wanna just... I didn't know you were that depressed.
Life is very stressful.
Apparently. Here I was pausing, thinking you're gonna light a torch, you just start running. There's a trap. Asshole.
Now for my Free King's orders.
Oh, that's another thing. I believe while the Mountain Crusher is the most damaging, well, one-hit mace at least, I just don't think it's worth it. It swings too slowly and it fucks with aggression.
Yeah. No, it's not a very good mace. I don't know why we went out of our way to get it. I don't use it.
Well, we thought about using it in replacement for Trinity. It's just, while the damage is highest for the one hand, it's just not goddamn worth it.
My friend. Kick him in the nuts. Push him through the wall.
Well, that was a door, actually.
Potato, you know what it is.
I think I added too much salt. I had potato. I still want to test that out somehow, but what am I going to intentionally add too much salt to just so I can add a potato?
Stroganoff?
You want potato and stroganoff?
Potato wouldn't hurt stroganoff.
Guess that's true. Now, the thing that gets me, and this is where I think, whether it works or not, I'm still solidly on the side of just add a pinch of sugar. That does a lot. I'm actually quite amazed how much it does. Yeah, air dash.
Light sword jump attack.
No, you need a one-handed sword.
I should have one of those around here.
I think you might want to air dash first, then...
Maybe Tachi's not a good one-handed sword? Holy shit!
Fucking works! Air dash is for bitches. We learned another new thing.
Yeah, it's not very often we learn new shit.
Well, props to whoever left that message.
Oh yeah, straight up. Well, we are at our infamous halfway point.
How long have we been playing? Almost 2 hours. Just
Yeah, we're just at 2 hours.
Yeah, no, if you want to switch, I'm down.
It's just this is typically the point where we switch, because I mean we can get ourselves to a real sanctuary.
Nasty atheists. We want our Devora.
Blessed be the cup.
Blessed be the vessel. Full be thy drink. There should be a way to continue that.
I mean, if we actually knew the prayer.
I'm trying to think.
Ah, stupid sword.
No, drawing a blank. Fuck me sideways.
How the fuck did you actually do that?
Talent. Raw, unabridged talent, and being very shit at platforming. I'm still underwater. I can't swim. You see, viewers, that's how bad my platforming game is. You just saw it. 100% anti-skill. Like, if there's a skill for platforming, I am the embodiment of the anti.
I'm pretty sure. But would have just rolled a 1.
Fucking hell. So there I was, looking at the boat, going, I hate boats. I'm gonna drown myself.
That's fucking wild. I've never seen that before.
That's my level of mad skills. That's all you gotta need to know.
All right. Well, now that we're at a real sanctuary, you gonna
We
pray?
switching.
You gonna pray?
I already did.
Oh, okay. I got some upgrades I can do. Ugh, I'm getting dirty dexterity.
Faith. Faith. So I've got my wisdom up to 21, so Xanax ain't dying. I'm near the halfway point.
I need 10,000 salt for my next level up. If only I had a...
Chest of salt instead of that.
That's pretty good.
$10,000. You know, it's kind of annoying. I mean, I could understand why they do it, but it's kind of annoying that these salt vessels don't also increase with each playthrough.
Yeah, it seems like they should.
God, how badass would that be? I mean, at this point, the chest of salt should probably give something like 100,000, I would think, close to it.
You know, you can stop more than one of those at a time, right?
Well, you know, I just want to get there, see if I can hit close to 0 salt. I am parsimonious with my salt, good dear friend. There we go.
193. Damn. All right. We're gonna wrap up Salt and Sanctuary here, and we're gonna switch over to some Monster Hunter. Now that we've gotten high rank, the real Monster Hunter has just begun. So we're gonna go ahead and cut stream for a second. We will be right back, and I hope you stick around.
Boo boo.
We'll be right back.